finally to a Friday reviews video, and wow, I have a lot of films to talk about today. One of the biggest Friday reviews I've done in a while. I have 5 films to talk about. So I am going to try and make these mini reviews. I know I struggle and I waffle. I'm going to try my best. I want to make them just small little snippet reviews, so hopefully it'll work. I'll try my best. First of all, let me just run through what I will actually be talking about today. First of all, we have The Red Turtle, so I'll be talking to you about that one. Then we have Pirates of the Caribbean, Salazar's Revenge, or Dead Men Tell No Tales, whatever you would like to call it. Pirates of the Caribbean 5 is what we'll call it today. I know quite a few of you might be excited on my thoughts on this one. Then we also have Baywatch, yep. The Zookeepers Wife, which I've had for a while and hadn't got around to, so glad I've ticked that one off. And the newest release of the bunch, a film that came out this week here in the UK on Blu-ray, Wonder Woman. So this is my most recent watch, so hopefully you guys will be interested in my thoughts on that one. So let's start at the beginning. First of all, we have The Red Turtle. Now, this isn't necessarily a Studio Ghibli film, but it has Studio Ghibli Presents. So the way that I've made up in my mind to describe this, and the way that I described it to Josh was, now I have actually made this up, so definitely don't take this for how it is, but in my mind this is what makes sense. So I thought what it was maybe is, obviously Studio Ghibli is a great company, I love their films, and they've kind of seen some other animations in kind of similar style, I guess, in a way, and then kind of put their name on it to kind of give it a bit of a higher ground and put it in a Studio Ghibli Presents, like Studio Ghibli likes this. That's just what I'm going with. Like, I don't really know. But for me, I'm like, yeah, it makes sense. They've got another one coming up in December, which is actually like a mini-series, which again is Studio Ghibli Presents. So that's just what I'm going with. I'm going with something that Studio Ghibli likes. They're putting it on a little higher platform. But who knows? Okay, The Red Turtle is an interesting one. I gave it 4 stars. You can definitely tell that it's not Ghibli. It's definitely got its own kind of style and its own way, which is obviously great because it's his own thing. And it is mostly a silent film. It has like no words. Like, I think hey, the word hey is said a couple of times, if that. And that is like the only word. So that made it very interesting, and it's not really that short either. It's 77 minutes long, so it's not super long, but it's, you know, it's over an hour. And I still found it very interesting, gripping throughout. Like, it didn't just kind of drift off because there was no speech or dialogue, I just was kept with it. And it's an interesting one. I can't really review this film in depth anyway without spoiling it, so luckily these are mini reviews. But the end of this film brings up lots of discussion, and it's one that I have googled and I've looked into and people have different theories of, and I like my theory. Obviously I can't tell you my theory because it'll ruin it, so if you want to generally chat with me about it, if you've seen it, we can do that, and I will tell you my thoughts, you can tell me your thoughts. It's definitely a fun one to chat about. Definitely watch this one with somebody else so you can be like, wait, what? And then discuss it, because it's lots of fun. Overall, it is okay. It's interesting. It's about this man who kind of ends up stranded on this desert island, and he's trying to get off the island, and there's this turtle, and I don't know how to, that's basically it. He's stuck on this island. If you like desert island, stuck on island movies, then this is one of those. It was very interesting though. I feel like you'll either like it or you won't, because of the routes that it takes. It's interesting. I liked it. I did. I would watch it again, but I'd have to wait a while, because again, it's a little bit slow because there's no dialogue, and it's relaxing, but maybe a little bit, I felt really tired after it, maybe a little bit too relaxing. Okay, now we're going to talk about Pirates of the Caribbean 5. Okay, I should give this one 4 as well, and initially, at the start of the film, I thought, I love this, I loved the start, I loved kind of the bank robbery situation going on, I really enjoyed it. However, I did think Jack Sparrow, Johnny Depp in this one isn't, it's difficult, I don't know. I don't really know how to explain it. He's not really quite the Jack Sparrow you'd want. I think they're trying to play on it too much, possibly. I think maybe that happened in the 4th one as well. I don't know, I haven't seen it for years. I'm not sure. It was kind of sometimes a little bit forced, maybe, as just my opinion. But I did find it very funny in the beginning. I was enjoying it. I really like this boy. I really liked him. I really liked his story. I won't spoil that because I didn't know. I don't watch trailers. I don't watch anything. I was like, whoa, excited. But it was fun. I like This girl, terrible with names, you guys should know that. She plays Effie in Skins, and I love Effie in Skins, that's fantastic. And she also is in The Maze Runner, but I haven't seen that. She's in this, she's fantastic. I absolutely loved her character. She was this really awesome, badass woman who was like, I know the map, I can read the stars. She was really cool. I absolutely loved her character. And the two young ones, actually, I felt like really drive through the movie for me. I liked them. And this boy, he's from The Giver, and I really liked him in The Giver. So I loved those two. And we also have Barbosa. Is that how you say his name? He's in this. And then we obviously have Salazar, who is kind of the baddie, who's obviously coming back for revenge on Captain Jack Sparrow. And then we also have some of Captain Jack Sparrow's original fun team, which I also really liked. And yes, yeah, so it's kind of about these new two characters, and they end up on a mission with, you know, Jack Sparrow. And like I said, I really liked the new characters. I was really all having fun with it. It was just making me laugh. It was just, I was really excited, and I was like, I'm actually loving this. And then it kind of got a little bit over the top and silly. There's a scene, particularly with this, well, let me tell you, they're trying to find, what's his name, Poseidon? Is that who? Poseidon's Triton. You know, the Triton, they're trying to find that, and that's kind of their quest. And this is one part where they're kind of in the sea, 'cause obviously on a boat, they're looking for the thing, and there's this big anchor scene, if you've seen it, and all that kind of part I just thought was a bit like, a bit over the top, and I was like, okay, a bit too much CGI maybe, and some of it just then wasn't funny. I loved the beginning, I thought it was very funny, like I said, I really liked the new characters, and it kind of drifted off, so I'm hoping actually on a second viewing I'll enjoy it more, because I felt like I wanted to love this. I wanted to be into it because I was in the absolute mood for a pirate movie. I mean, I know a lot of people probably don't like this and probably hate on it, but for me, I was so in the mood for it. I was so ready for pirates and fun and ships and sailing and boats and just all the fun. I was just there, and so I did have fun with it, and I did really enjoy it, and I definitely want to watch it again. But then it kind of wandered off a bit. So yeah, that's my review of that one. So yeah, Pirates of the Caribbean, like I said, I actually liked it. Not everybody did. Okay, we have Baywatch. Okay, Baywatch was never going to be a good movie. I knew this going in. I was not expecting greatness. I was expecting massive amounts of cheesiness, silly, weird, ridiculous, you know. We got Dwayne Johnson, who I really love. I love him in films, I just do. I hadn't seen a film with him in since Central Intelligence, which I really quite liked. So I just kind of wanted to see him in this. Zac Efron, I think, is okay. I quite like him in films, but he's not one that I'd buy a film for. Yeah, this was alright. I gave it 3 stars, which is fair, I think, for this type of film. It was cheesy and it was fun, which we wanted. I quite liked a lot of these kind of other Baywatch team characters. I actually really quite liked them. I really enjoyed the kind of Baywatch trial to get on the team thing. I wish they would have dragged that out a bit more, because then it kind of became about this investigation to find something to do with this drug thing, and this body turned up on the beach, and it really wasn't Baywatchy for me. I mean, I actually never watched Baywatch. I'm going to be honest, I haven't seen Baywatch, I didn't watch the show. So maybe that was what the show was like. But for me, I was like, oh, I kind of wanted more like rescuing people, like out at sea, and just more of that. And I kind of felt like, okay, I could have maybe enjoyed it more for its cheesy funness of being a bit, sometimes a bit too far though. If they would have just been rescuing people and the team, but then it kind of just got a little bit different. I don't know if you've seen this, it'd be interesting in your thoughts, because it definitely took a different route. A lot of it wasn't on the beach, so I was like, oh, okay. But I enjoyed it. I would watch it again. I wouldn't have any problems just putting this on, watching it, having fun with it. It's an easy, fun, little cheesy movie, and that's kind of what I wanted from Snatched, and absolutely did not get. This, I got that. It was okay. It's just fun. So yeah, there we go, Baywatch. Okay, now we have The Zookeepers Wife, which was an August movie release, and I actually, okay, I'm going to be honest with you guys, I watched an hour of this, and I felt like I wasn't quite in the mood to watch it, and I wished I would have known more about it. Okay, so what I knew about this film was that it's obviously set at a zoo in Poland during World War II, and I knew some kind of war bit went on, and they had a zoo, and that was kind of all I knew. But I definitely thought it'd be more zoo-ish movie, because it just really indicates a zoo. There's a little little baby lion that's definitely not a tiger. Sorry. There's a little lion on the front, there's elephants on the back, there's just an owl there, there's just like animals everywhere on this cover. It's just like animals, and in the movie, at the beginning it was like, oh, animal zoo, and I was just loving it. I was like, yes, this zoo is fantastic, it's amazing, love it. Jessica Chastain was incredible in this, I absolutely loved her. And then it definitely becomes more of a World War II movie, which I actually loved. I was loving this movie for that. But I wish it would have promoted me that a little bit more. The animals go away, and after about half an hour there's like no more animals in the film. So like I went into this expecting an animal zoo-ish movie, but also set at the time of the war, but what I got was some animals and then a war story, which I thought was fantastic. It's a fantastic story. It's based on a true story. It was amazing. If you like The Book Thief, you'll like this. If you like Boy in the Striped Pajamas, you'll like this. It was a great, great story, and I absolutely loved it. But I just kind of wish I would have known a little bit more. I guess it does say, I don't know, I just feel like they're just promoting too much of the animals on this cover. But I definitely think on a rewatch I will enjoy this one even more. I gave it 4 stars, but I feel like it's 4.5. Like, it's definitely a high star movie. It's a great story about World War II and set in Poland, which I haven't really seen anything like set in Poland before of a World War II story, and about these people who are incredible, and I loved it, and I thought it was at times very intense, suspenseful. I thought the family was fantastic, and I loved them, and I just really thought it was a really beautiful, well done story. But I watched an hour, and then, because I didn't know that's what it was going to be, I was like, oh, okay, hold on, I don't know what happened. I just wasn't ready to watch the whole thing, and then I watched like the rest of the film, like the other 45 minutes in a different sitting, and I now wish I wouldn't have, because I felt like I wasn't as connected to the characters and to the story, because I broke it up. So it was my fault that I gave it 4, but when I watch the film again, I definitely feel like I'll have that stronger connection throughout, and then I will give it a higher rating. But I definitely think it deserves a higher rating, but I need to watch it again. So if you enjoy you know, war stories and are interested in true stories, this is a really fantastic one. I would definitely recommend it to you. It is really brilliant, and like I say, Jessica Chastain was really fantastic. Thought she was an absolutely brilliant character. So yeah, that's Zookeepers Wife. And then finally we have Wonder Woman. Okay, I feel like I have too much to say about Wonder Woman, and I don't want to waffle on for too long. I really enjoyed this. I did have a few problems with it, but I really enjoyed it. So obviously this is kind of our main first superhero female movie. So a lot of people were kind of talking about it, and I don't really look into too much about the movies beforehand, as you know. But I did know that people were saying, you know, this is a great step for women, because obviously as well the director is a female director, which is fantastic, because not many at all big blockbuster movies have female directors. So I thought that was brilliant, and I was really excited for that. And then the beginning of the film is amazing. I absolutely loved it. On that island, I was like, yes, this is so cool. These people are awesome. Like, they had some awesome women doing these awesome things with bow and arrows, and it was just, they were incredible, and I loved it completely. And then Chris Pine shows up, and that was fun too. I was like, oh yeah, okay. And I was just loving it. And then Wonder Woman she's doing this whole training thing at the beginning, which was awesome, and I loved it. I loved seeing her train. I loved that she wasn't just like, yeah, I'm awesome. Like, you actually saw her kind of build that up, and it was really, really cool, and I was really loving it. And then she goes off with Chris Pine to stop the war, and they go off into kind of like the real world, like not on this island anymore. And then I liked it, and it was good. There was some really awesome bits. I really liked Wonder Woman as a character. I will say I haven't read any of the Wonder Woman comic books. I don't know anything about Wonder Woman, so I really can't compare it there. So I feel like some people might have read that and be like, oh, you know, she's not this or that. I honestly don't know any of Wonder Woman, so I'm just going off it as a fresh thing. I thought that she was really interesting, but one of my favourite kind of tropes in films is fish out of water things. That's why I love the Thor movie so much, and this definitely had that, and I loved that. I loved that she didn't know certain things, because obviously she lived on this island and she just didn't, and I thought that was fantastic, and I really kind of got on board with that. And I really liked Chris Pine's secretary. I thought she was a brilliant character, and I just felt like, though, with it being kind of Wonder Woman, directed by a woman, like everyone was saying, it's just this great female movie, then in the rather after the beginning there was like no women in it bar Wonder Woman and the secretary. There was like no other women, and I was kind of, okay, well now it's just kind of, I don't know, it just kind of felt like weird that Like, where were the other, I don't know. So that part I just didn't, I kind of wished there would have been some of the other cool women from the beginning in the rest of the film, because I really loved them. But that's just me personally. I just thought they were awesome characters was all. And yeah, but I also really liked Chris Pine's character, I really did, and I thought he was a great character. I loved when they went to the front. That was one of my favourite parts, which if you've seen the movie you'll know what that means. And yeah, so I really, really liked him. I really liked that part, and I really liked Chris Pine. I also was really liking the end until the real end. Again, it's hard to say things. There was like a part and I was like, oh, that's interesting, that's clever, I like that. And I thought they were going to do something and then they didn't, and then the end happened. I was like, oh, okay, it was kind of cool and it was fun, it was very superhero-esque, obviously, but I felt like I wanted maybe a different end. So I gave it 4.5 because I really did like the character and I really did have a fun time watching the movie and I really did enjoy it, but there was a few little things that I wish would have been different, but I absolutely cannot wait to rewatch it, so I did enjoy this one. I'd love to know your thoughts down in the comments below. So yeah, those are my Friday reviews, and I feel like this video has been a lot longer than I thought it would be. 5 movies, let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Thumbs up if you enjoy these videos, and I will see you then. Goodbye!